Hello everyone, this is Catherine, the co-leader of CCL's Wildlife Action Team, and upon request, I'm going to be walking you through the Twitter campaign that we introduced in the last monthly meeting. Before we begin, I want to mention the purpose of this campaign, which was introduced to us by Todd Elvins. So Twitter is a platform widely used by Congress members and is therefore a great platform for communicating with them. If at least 12 to 15 people tweet a Congress member every week calling for the endorsement of carbon fee and dividend, the member could put the topic on their weekly agenda, which we want because it will further the possibility of the bill being endorsed. Alright, so the next section of this video is meant for people who are not familiar with Twitter. If you already have an account, then go to the timestamp listed on the screen. So the first step is creating a Twitter account. If you are on desktop, you'll want to go to twitter.com and click the blue sign up button. It'll then ask for your name, phone number, and birthday. I don't want Twitter tracking me across the web, so I'll just uncheck this box, but this is completely up to you. So then I'll just click sign up. When it asks you to verify your phone number, you'll need to check the phone whose number you put in. There should be a text message with a code to enter in. You are then asked to create a password. You can add a profile picture and biography at this stage, but I will be going over this later on in the video. To personalize your Twitter experience, you can add some topics that you are interested in, which will then show up in your Twitter feed. Because I did input some interests, Twitter is now giving me some accounts related to them for me to follow. So now your account is created, and you can follow people that you know on Twitter so that they'll appear on your feed and you'll get to know what they are up to. So in order to make your Twitter messages appear convincing and not as though they were created by a bot, your account should look pretty genuine. If you look in the bottom left corner, my username has clearly been automatically generated. I am going to change that so that my full name appears by going to the More tab on the left side of the page. Upon clicking on this, a few tabs will pop up. To change your username, click on Settings and Privacy, and then click on Account Information, which is the first option on the right. It'll want you to enter your password, and once you do, click on Username. Now you can change your username, and if you are uncomfortable with using your full name, I would recommend choosing a username that at least contains your first name, but it is entirely up to you. So if you haven't already added a profile picture, you'll want to click on the Profile tab on the left side. You'll notice that there will either be a button labeled as Set Up Profile or Edit Profile. To add a profile picture, I'll simply click the camera icon in the center of the circle and choose any image of myself from my laptop. When I click Next, it'll give me the option to add a biography. And as you can see, I just put some simple information about myself. But feel free to also put down your credentials, quotes, anything that describes you really. Alright, now that our Twitter accounts are created and personalized, I will move on to which Congress members we should prioritize this week. As we are the Wildlife Action Team, we are just going to focus on Congress members who are part of the Annual Protection Caucus. So here's the first list of prioritized members that I have created. Because the ultimate goal is to create enough tweets to put the Energy, Innovation, and Carbon Dividend Act on the agenda of these members, I will be sending out a list of members we, as a team, should message each week, which should maximize our impact. And in case you were wondering, here's the guide to see which Congress members we will prioritize each week. In order to check which Congress members have endorsed the Energy Innovation and Carbon Dividend Act, go to energyinnovationact.org. If you scroll down, you'll see a list of Congress members who have already endorsed the act, so we won't need to tweet them. So going back to Twitter, if you were on the home page, there will be a spot at the top of the page for you to create a tweet, which is basically a post or message that you are sending out to those who follow you. To start, I am going to address Senator Blumenthal of Connecticut by using the @ sign followed by his Twitter handle, shown on the right. I'll create a personalized message asking him to endorse the carbon fee and dividend policy. I am using the hashtag price on carbon so that anyone else interested in this can see what I am doing. And I would recommend that you all use the wildlife action hashtag so that all members of the wildlife action team can keep track of our tweets. After I am done, I'll just hit tweet, and now it's posted. As mentioned before, using hashtags is great on Twitter because if I click on the price on carbon hashtag, I can see what other people have posted that is related to this topic. So here are some final reminders. Customized tweets are much more convincing than uncustomized ones, so please create your own as opposed to copying mine. However, once you create your own message, you can send the same message to each member of Congress. And please keep up with the Wildlife Action Team's email or forums on the CCL website to see the list and Twitter handles of members that we are prioritizing each week. Thanks for watching this video and participating in this Twitter campaign. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me at changcatherinesk8@gmail.com.